Pedro Pascal has waited for 47 years to be recognized. Pedro Pascal's lead role on The Last of Us has been a long time coming. For decades, he fought to be recognized, but roles were few and far between. Now he finally feels vindicated. Here's what Pedro had to go through. He was born in Chile, but only lived there as a baby. Then his family moved to Denmark. Just as he was getting comfortable, they moved again. Pedro found himself in California, where everything was different. The actor says he dealt with a lot of bullying, but he became a star swimmer against all odds. He even made it to state championships in Texas. Then he saw the play Angels and was instantly changed. Swimming was forgotten. Pedro enrolled in the Tisch School of the Arts at NYU to study acting. He changed his name after his mother died. Pedro's last name was originally Balmaceda. Pascal is his mother's maiden name.
And also, Americans had such a hard time pronouncing Balmaceda. It was exhausting.
Pedro waited tables to support himself.
I would say, I was not a good waiter.
He admits,
if I liked you, I liked you. If I didn't, I didn't. And that didn't necessarily go well, with having a bunch of customers. I was fired often, upwards of maybe close to 10 times.
One of Pedro's first acting roles was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He appeared in a 1999 episode, playing a college student named Eddie.
I was so excited to be on it.
He recalls,
mostly because people in my life that I respected so much, my best friends and my sister, were obsessed with the show.
Pedro himself had never seen it, but he loved acting in it.
It was cool because it was the 4th season premiere. Joss Whedon directed the episode. I always die, in everything. Even to this day, all these years later, I still die.
Pedro's favorite actor and biggest influence is Nicolas Cage.
In terms of wild, comedic, dramatic, frightening, spontaneous, interesting original performances, he kind of ran the whole gamut. So it's just like, okay, alright, you are my teacher.
Pedro's first major breakthrough came on Game of Thrones. He actually recorded his audition on an iPhone. Sarah Paulson, whom he is good friends with, helped Pedro get noticed. She showed the video to one of the showrunners.
It looked like
David Benioff later admitted,
it was shot vertical. The whole thing was very amateurish, but his performance was intense and believable, and just right.
Pedro portrayed Prince Oberyn Martell in the 4th season. The role required a lot of physical fighting.
I hit myself with the spear. My knees were bruised up. I kept on whacking myself with the bandaged stick that I was practicing with. I was my own worst enemy.
But it was his GOT performance that finally got him noticed. Pedro almost missed his chance. He took a sleeping pill and was going to bed when his phone rang. Pedro was informed that he'd been hired on The Last of Us. He should have been happy, but he just fell asleep.
I woke up in the morning, and the first thing that occurred to me was, man, I really want that job. I'm going to wait by the phone all day long.
Then he started getting messages congratulating him on his new job. That's when Pedro remembered.
Oh yeah, I got the job.
He went on to become one of the most popular characters. Fans call him Zaddy, slang for internet's daddy. Pedro pretends he doesn't understand any of it. In April 2022, Vanity Fair gave him a lie detector interview.
Do you think you're a heartthrob?
They asked.
No.
He replied, he's lying. Beep the lie detector.